This is the Tecno Pova, one of the last phones I'll be unboxing this year. It's one of Tecno's more affordable offerings, and from the box there are some eye-catching specs here. It comes with a Helio G80 processor, which is a gaming focused chip, and it promises to offer great performance, but does it? The Pova also comes with a 6000 mAh battery, 18 watts fast charging, and a huge 6.8-inch display. Initial specs aside, the box comes with everything that should absolutely make you happy. You remember the days when you bought a phone and you were looking forward to all the good stuff you could get with your purchase? Well, in the box of the Tecno Pova, you get a sleeve that contains a Google Assistant card, a 12+1 month warranty card, a tempered glass screen protector, a see-through rubber case, a pair of earphones, an 18-watt charging brick, and a USB-A to micro USB charging cable. Now that's a lot you get in the box, unlike some other fruit company that gives you absolutely nothing. Now you can get this phone for just 77,000 naira, and it comes in just one variant, 128GB of internal storage and 6GB of RAM. Before we continue, I guess some of you may be thinking, is the Pova any different from the Pouvoir that we knew from years past? Well, the Pova, which stands for Powering Optimal Value and Ambitions, is a rebrand of the popular battery series formerly known as the Tecno Pova, and according to Tecno, was inspired by the zeal to deliver budget-friendly smartphones with superior gaming experience. And yes, I did try out the gaming on this phone and was very impressed with the performance. I played A3 Still Alive, an RPG game with very intense graphics, and it played smooth, and I was very impressed with the fact that this phone has this sort of performance, but more on this in my gaming review. Now obviously corners have been cut to reach this price point, but hey, the performance arguments for those cuts. Some places where you'd find these cuts are in the build quality. This phone is made from plastic, which isn't a bad thing depending on how you view it. You also get a micro USB charging port and a 720p LCD display, and also average camera performance. But hey, you also get a whopping 6000 mAh battery, which paired with that 720p display offers you unrivaled battery life. So in the 5 days I've used the Tecno Pova, the battery has lasted me 2 days plus with pretty heavy use. I mean gaming, watching YouTube videos, scrolling through app feed, etc. The regular things you do with your phone. But with me, I really tried to push this phone to its limits just to kill the battery. But my people, wow, it took me a long time before I could. So safe to say this phone is a battery champ with a solid 2 days or more of battery life depending on your usage. Charging the battery from 0 to 100% with the included 18-watt charger took me a little above 2.5 hours. For the display, you've got a 6.8-inch 720p IPS LCD dot-in display. It's got fairly saturated colors and looks decent, but hey, you're stuck with watching YouTube videos at 720p. There is an 8-megapixel front-facing camera that takes decent photos, but like I said earlier, performance here is average. You get good but not great photos. And if you'd like to know if they're usable on social media, well, the answer is yes. At the rear, we have a quad camera setup consisting of a 13-megapixel main wide angle, a 2-megapixel depth, and a 2-megapixel macro camera. There's also a fourth camera that the spec here isn't indicated. Well, that 13-megapixel camera is what we should concern ourselves with, and is it any good? I'd say it's the average kid on the block, not particularly interesting, but also not a bum. It takes decent photos, color representations are quite accurate, but the picture quality is average at best. You get the best picture quality when you take these photos in situations with a lot of light. Your photos will look good on the phone, but transferring them to a PC may reveal some weaknesses. But really, how many of you view your photos on a PC anyway? So for the main camera on the Tecno Pova, I'd score it a 6 out of 10. On performance, the Helio G80 is the saving grace for the Tecno Pova. Paired with 6 gigs of RAM, you get very good, very impressive and fast performance from this 77,000 naira phone. I mean, no stutters, switching apps is a breeze, the gaming is great. Performance on this phone is an 8.5 out of 10. I'm very impressed. So what are my thoughts on the Tecno Pova? Well, I would applaud Tecno for all the moves they made with this phone. 1, they kept an incredible battery performance. 2, they shifted the focus of the series from just battery power to include great performance overall. They've also made this phone a more gaming focused phone. And 4, its price is very competitive and would have anyone thinking twice about getting another phone. With the Pova, Tecno in my opinion will be making a ton of sales on this phone. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Great processor, huge battery with a very long battery life, huge internal storage and RAM at a very compelling price. I don't think you'll be thinking too much about getting this phone. It already sells itself. And I would definitely recommend this phone to anyone who doesn't want to spend too much but needs great performance and gaming power. And hey, if you're looking to get a smartphone this season, Tecno is running a promo where they'll be giving out 20 million naira to 20 customers. 20 customers who buy any of the Spark, Camon or Pova series stands a chance to win 1 million naira each this December. Winners will be decided through a raffle draw to be aired live on Facebook and TV on the 15th, 22nd of December and 7th of January 2021. What do you think of the Tecno Pova? Is this a phone you would consider buying, or are you just tired of seeing a micro USB on a phone and 720p display on a phone and would never consider the Pova? Let me know in the comment section. Hit the like button if you like this video and also subscribe to see more videos from me. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.